Alright, hi YouTube. I'm gonna do a little care video on my Russian tortoises. So here I have them in my big backyard. They just roam free. You can keep them outside all year long. Same with Greek tortoises. I've heard. I'm not positive, but I know with Russians because I've kept them for years. They go nice and thick and healthy. The shells are. I have a pair right here. I have them marked. The little, there's a little F right there for female. A little M on the male, which you can never find. Maybe a lot other little M right there, the male. I can tell by looking at him just because the female is a little more bumpy and darker than the male. Yeah, but the females, they get a lot larger than the male. Look, their male is larger and heavier and stuff than the female. They're really runny. From what I've heard from some people, they can't be kept with box turtles, but they can be kept with Greek tortoises and other Mongolian tortoises, something like that. The types of tortoises that are in their family, they should be fine being kept with. And they all have basically the same care as far as like outdoor environments. And I do keep them with box tortoises or box turtles in my backyard. There's a pair of ornate box turtles that live in my backyard too. They can also be kept outside all year round. Fine, in California or whatever. They just bury themselves in the winter. They're still hibernating. These guys, they just woke up like a couple weeks ago. So for dieting, well, not dieting, but for diet, I just put like lettuce out here in their poop since I just have soaked them, and they poop a lot in their tubs when they're soaked. I can see the poop's just nothing but just pure grass. And that's all they've been eating lately since they've been all hibernating and stuff. But I give them lettuce, things like that. You can give them a lot of types of veggies. Here's like when you mow the lawn, the moist shredded grass that's always all over. My first time ever giving them that, but I know they'll eat it. It can be bad for them. It's probably a little easier to eat than this, having to pull it up by the roots. I set that by their lettuce. Oh no, do not go into this thorny bush. There's a bunch of thorns. They put me through H-E-L-L. Get me out of them. Get me out of there. They're getting out. They had to go like all down inside that bush. It just whacked me in the face and stuff, and it hurt so bad. I got the little guys out. Alright, so but I'm only doing outdoor care for if you are gonna pin them, which I am. I'm gonna, well, not really pin. I'm gonna take this whole area right here. Right here. It starts right here. It's 20 feet long by the deepest part 8 feet, but over here 7.5. This is about 6. And so down, I'm gonna divide this perfectly in half. I'm gonna have my Russian tortoises on this side and my box turtles on this side. I'm gonna get a couple Greek tortoises and let me stop these guys from. No. I'm gonna get you out of this thing. I'm gonna go out and move them over here. They're way away from this bush that I hate. Ah, dang, it hurts so bad. I'm gonna see. That hurt heck about it. 20 thorns sticking in and scraping me and stuff. Alright, so with their cage sizes for a pair like this, I've heard people say, which I agree, about a 8 foot long by 4 foot wide tank, or not tank, pin outside. It's perfect. I highly recommend outside way more than indoors, because they get real natural UVB from the sky and the sun and stuff. Way better for them. They come from like Russia and other countries, so they're used to extreme like temperatures and things like that. The ornate box turtles, they come from Oklahoma and I don't know the other states, but I know they can be kept outside too. Same thing, they're used to a pretty good range of temperatures. So my yard is kind of neat. It's kind of like in western Oklahoma, you have like the desert side, which is, you can see you have some cactuses right over here. And this is like the more hot, sunny side with the cactus growing in a little shady spot. Over here, I have like a redwood tree and some ferns and stuff. It's more like the moist side of the yard. They're going to be staying on that side. Where it's nice and moist. Yeah, he just loves that. stupid bush. The male's doing good. He's staying nice and still. But you want to feed them like every day if you keep them inside. But outdoors, you don't really have to worry about it too much if you keep them like on a 4-inch yard, because they eat the lettuce, they eat the lawn and stuff like that. Box turtles, they eat like slugs, snails, worms, all that kind of stuff, and the leafy greens. So they're omnivores. These guys are just complete herbivores. They will maybe sometimes eat a little slug or something like that if it's on the leaf that they're eating. They might. I don't really know, but and they're amazing, absolute perfect beginner tortoise. They don't get that big. Males about 4 to 6 inches. Well, I don't know about 4, but they get to be about 6 inches. The females can get about 8. You can see them walking on. They're pretty communal, but you need big areas. I wouldn't recommend more than 1 male per pen, or well, unless if they have like a big yard like this, and I can have like 5 males and 20 females or something. As big as this yard is, it's fine. But the reason that I'm going to pin them up, I love having them in my yard, is because they keep on burying under the fences. I don't want to, and they've gotten other people's yards, the box tortoises, the box turtles, and these guys. But one of them's got my neighbor's yard and stuff, so I really don't want to lose any of them. I do want to get one of those other tortoises in the family, like the biggest one in these guys' family. Like, I want to say like hingeback, but I know it's not that. The other ones that are, get to be like 10, 15 inches long, something like that. Those would be better. They're the same care. Those would be better to keep inside your yard, since if any burrow that they're digging, you can see and know easily. Same with these guys. The female likes to be scratched on the head, rubbed and stuff. I'm just gonna hold this one. It's not really much more to say. But I hope this helps you guys. And if you want indoor care, just look it up somewhere else. I don't keep my tortoises inside. I probably could tell you some care, but it'd be better just from somebody that does, and they already know as a fact how to take care of them. So, oh yeah, and I don't think I already mentioned this, but any tortoise in the family should be able to go outside all year round. Don't judge off of that. Still research that tortoise specifically if you're looking into buying one. The thing I don't like about tortoises is they're always going to be a lot more pricey than turtles. Normal turtles and stuff, but they're way cooler. They just are. Alright, so I hope this helps you. Rate, comment, subscribe. Bye, YouTube.